The Russian invasion of Ukraine is now in its third week, with top diplomats from both countries failing to make any progress today in terms of negotiation.
This as the United States warned Russia against nuclear warfare. WGN's Brona Tumulty is joining us now with the very latest tonight. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, U.S. officials say there is concern Russia could be preparing to use chemical or biological weapons in Ukraine and warned against that tactic today. Meanwhile, the two-week war has already left thousands dead and forced millions to abandon their homes. Families on the run Thursday north of Kyiv, fleeing their homes during a brief ceasefire.
That was Russian army in our village. They shooting, our army shooting. It was a very bad place for living or just staying there.
New satellite imagery from outside the Ukrainian capital shows a 40-mile Russian convoy has broken up and been redeployed, fanning out into towns and forests, with artillery pieces moving into firing positions. Among those on the move, 26-year-old Vladimir Verdikov trying to get his wife and 2-year-old daughter out of Ukraine.
My family tried to Europe. I will be there with the guys in Ukraine. That's why I hope we will win.
Officials estimate 2.3 million people have already poured into neighbouring countries, including this little girl who told cameras she had to leave most of her toys behind. Almost 2 million more people are believed to be displaced within Ukraine, like Alexander Ivanov, who wheeled what little he has left behind him in Mariupol, telling journalists his home is gone.
Absolutely, there should be an investigation, and we should all be watching. And I have no question the eyes of the world are on this war and what Russia has done in terms of this aggression and these atrocities. I have no doubt.
Speaking in Poland today, Vice President Kamala Harris embraced calls for an international investigation of Russia over the invasion, but stopped short of directly accusing Putin of war crimes. He also met with his cabinet members today, stressing his country isn't closing itself off from anyone in spite of sanctions from the West, which have caused the ruble's value to plunge and foreign businesses to withdraw from Russia. The list of companies that have stopped operating in Russia grew Thursday to include the likes of Hugo Boss, Kraft Heinz and the Hilton hotel chain, which said it would be closing its Moscow office and suspending new development. Goldman Sachs also announcing today it will too shut operations in Russia.
All right, Brona, thank you for that.